Hello, everybody. I am back and worse than ever after 3 weeks, or probably more, of not doing any kind of commentary about amberlynn because I've basically been working 24 hours a day for 3 weeks straight and haven't really had the time nor the energy to do this. But I did literally like 10 minutes ago just see that Karina Kaboom posted on her community tab that I guess she's mentioned in this video of Amber's today, and that her name is being blocked in the comment section about Amber. Or that Amber's comment section, her name is blocked, so no one in Amber's comments can talk about Karina, and that Karina herself is blocked from commenting on amberlynn's channel at all. So I'm really intrigued, and I went to go see what the tea was, and then I see that the title of this is "My Lies Are Haunting Me," calling out specific reaction channels and updates on Rarity. And I did also see that Apathetic Facts said that the update on Rarity is that there is none. So I feel like I'm going to have a lot to say, and I've had a lot to say over the past few weeks, where I just, wasn't making videos. I mean, the texting I've been doing to, the people who I know that know about Girl World stuff, I mean, I've been yapping their ear off, so now it's time to really get into that in here. I, really want to make a video about everything about the Crumble situation, just to, expel it from my system. Let's fucking get into it. I'm kind of excited. Okay.
Welcome to part 3 of a 4-part series.
Okay, first of all, I do kind of love that. So she said that all these are recorded on the same day, and she's just posting them in different parts. Kind of love the wardrobe change. I actually like this shirt on her. I don't know. It's not an unpopular opinion. I like this shirt on her. It matches her nails. I don't know. For amberlynn Reid, she looks kind of cute right now. Go off, girl.
100 of your guys' questions, 25 per each video. And I do have a few disclaimers. I chose to do this because I promised you guys that I would upload every other day, but for the next 10 days, I'm gonna be super busy. So I'm
Girl, we know. Your feeder's coming to see you.
Have any time to edit, but I definitely will have time to film, so you don't have to worry about that. So to keep my promise...
Oh, don't worry. I am not worried about whether or not we're gonna get a feeder vlog. Trust and believe. I'm expecting it.
I am pre-filming, so in the best way that I knew how, I was like, let's do some Q&As for now. So if you haven't seen my other two, they're already posted. Things get a little juicy, and we're gonna continue getting juicy. And I feel like in part 4, we might get even juicier. So let's do it. All right. First question. What kind of ASMR do you watch on YouTube? Lately, I've been really loving certain perfectionist, final touches of the hair. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, it's so calming.
When crazy right now. Her hair kind of looks like my hair right now. It's just kind of all over the place. I don't give a fuck about Amber's ASMR diagnosis preferences. I have nothing to say.
They do curls, and they move the hair like this, and just perfect little tiny little movements. That's why it's called ASMR perfectionists or whatever. Oh my god, it's so good and calming. 10 out of 10 recommend. What are some of your hobbies lately? I've been into scrapbooking, journaling, Legos, doodling. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's been your hobbies the entire time you've been on YouTube, and you haven't really had any others. Scrapbooking? What does she have to scrapbook about? People will be like, what does she have to journal about? A lot. A lot. Girl, what the fuck are you scrapbooking? What? And no one's asking about her hobbies because they don't change, but whatever.
Love language or favorite way to be loved? So for the longest, I thought words of affirmation was top 2 of my love languages, but it's not. It's actually 3rd. My number 1 love language, I think, is physical touch.
Unsurprising.
With the right person.
With the right person, it just really communicates how much I love them to crush them with my stomach.
Touch you enough. You cannot touch me enough. Let's be in each other's skin.
Ew. Well, I guess the closest thing that you can get to that is when Emily shoves herself in between the roles. So, you know, they're kind of getting as close as they can because she most certainly is inside of your skin when she does that, but whatever.
Second love language is definitely quality time. I feel like that is so freaking
Quality
important
time in
to
a long
somebody.
distance relationship is kind of hectic.
Quality time with zero distractions, just you and your partner to connect mentally, physically, emotionally, through laughter, deep conversations,
I don't
fun,
think that Amber is capable of having a deep conversation about my business.
etc., etc. In other ways, I love to be loved that isn't even part of like the love language list, like just understanding and patience and kindness
I do really like
and just like
that in any kind of conversations like these, it's all about the attention and affection and love that she's receiving rather than giving. And not that that's surprising, but it just like so back up what people imagine it is to be like inside of her brain.
gentle love.
Not the
That's
soft, gentle
genuinely
love.
important to me. Do you follow trends with the clothing you wear? No.
I don't think it's possible for someone at her size to follow trends with clothes. And not that that's okay. You know, there is definitely a certain level of like fat phobia when it comes to fashion and stuff, but that's just the tea. That's just how it is. I don't really think that for someone her size, the majority of trends are accessible to her. And if they are, it like takes a minute. And that sucks, but like it is what it is.
Most trends, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not here to judge, but yes, the trends, you know what? Pop off. You do you. You look great. If you love what you wear, you automatically look beautiful to me. But they're not for me.
Cap.
I have my own style. Sometimes I don't even understand my own style.
Okay, that right
If
there
I
is giving away that she is making that up. And the thing that is really unfortunate about women who are plus size enough that they have to mostly or exclusively shop at plus size clothing stores is that they really don't have a lot of options and choices when it comes to style of clothing. And that's like a really valid conversation in like the topic of fat phobia, but her being like, I have my own style, cap. Cap. That's not true. Especially when you're wearing the same pair of black leggings every day. That's just not true. And her being like, you know, that trends just aren't for me. Miss Girl, if you were a height weight proportional person, you would be like all over whatever clothing trend is possible. Be so fucking for real.
it and I wear it and I like it and I love it, I'm gonna keep wearing it. I don't care what anybody
Yes,
says
you
out
do.
there. What do you actually need a planner for? That sounds like a little bit of shade. So I like to plan YouTube videos. You guys don't know this, but I have like a whole list of things that I want to talk about in vlogs or show in vlogs or what do I want to do in vlogs. I'm
Like
also
what? I would love an example. I would love to see a copy of that list. I would love that. Because when you think about what amberlynn's videos are, amberlynn's vlogs, quote unquote, are glorified Instagram stories. And her Q&As are glorified rants. Because even if she is taking questions that people have asked her, she's cherry picking the ones that aren't about drama. And if she does feel like talking about drama, she is creating the wording of the question she's answering herself.
to-do list oriented type of girly, whether it's things around
For
the
a
house
to-do list
or
oriented girly, you never get anything done, mama.
things I'm doing with my mom or things that I
Making a
have to
list
do.
of shit you want to do with your mom? That's so weird. You need a to-do list to hang out with your mother? Is that... I don't feel like that's super common. Is that common? I don't know if it's just because my mother and I are like really close that I like can't even think of something similar that has happened. Whatever. That's weird to me personally. But, you know, everyone's relationship with their mom is different, specifically these two, but that's weird to me personally.
just to remind myself because my memory is not good. So I use a planner to plan. How often do you use your tarot cards? I only ever use them when I truly feel like the universe is like, I want to tell you something, or
Girl, be so fucking for real. The way that when she said that, I almost paused and said, when the fuck has she ever used tarot cards? But I just remembered that she used them one time when she was in Wisconsin. Do y'all think those were Emily's? I'm sorry, Miss Amberlynn Reid is not a tarot card girly pop. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. There's a certain level of self-reflection you need to be open to in order to even like get into reading tarot cards more than like once or twice for fun. And the moment that she would reach her first roadblock of like cards asking her to do some kind of self-reflection, she'd never touch them again. That pissed me off so bad. That's so cap.
I want the universe to tell me something, because it's not always the universe coming to me and being like, girly pop, like, we need to talk. Sometimes it's like me saying, we need to talk. I genuinely feel like with the tarot cards that I have, like, I have treated them with like the kindness you need to treat your tarot cards.
Oh my God. She's coming for the ankle with this. She's coming for the ankle. I just remembered that the ankle is really into tarot and spirituality, and every once in a while we'll do like a tarot reading on Amberlynn Reid, like, you know, for the fun of it. It's not even like super serious, but just for the fun of it. She is absolutely trying to steal this from the ankle. My God, I just realized that. This is so annoying.
I might have been a little neglectful. I'm currently actively staring
So
at
you've
them
been
because they're on my
neglectful to your
bookshelf.
tarot cards, but not your fucking cat? Got it.
And just know that I love you guys.
Girl. Be so for real. So she can talk about how she's neglected her tarot cards because she hasn't touched them in however long she's saying she hasn't, but Rarity going missing and then Amberlynn allegedly making the decision to leave Wisconsin without her is not neglect. Get fucked.
Maybe I should get them out tonight because I'm feeling guilty. It's been like easily over a month, maybe even longer. Oh my God, it's been since before I went to Wisconsin.
That's not true. The only time we've ever seen you use tarot cards was when you were in Wisconsin. The fuck is she talking about?
I do believe that if you treat your tarot cards right, like, they'll treat you right.
Just because I'm someone who like fucks with tarot cards and that type of stuff, this is pissing me off so bad. I'm really trying not to rant about this because I know I'm gonna have a lot more to say about other stuff, but anytime that Amberlynn talks about anything like spirituality, like, really pisses me off just because it's so ingenuine, and everyone is entitled to feel that the way that they feel about spirituality and religion and everything, but Amberlynn does not really have the capacity to like have a mature and educated conversation about this topic. And this is all just like, I guess, like some kind of virtue signaling.
Connect with the universe even more. Really, I noticed some people
she's using the term the universe because that's exactly what the ankle calls it.
You probably think I'm crazy and you don't believe in that, but everyone has their different beliefs. I would never judge someone based on what they believe. And they would do the same for me and they won't judge me. And it's really crazy because I feel like I have like matured a lot spiritually.
How'd you come to that conclusion, Mama?
Really believe in tarot readings or tarot cards or really anything about it, but I'm telling you, that was years ago. But as time went on, I felt more compelled to get my own deck of cards.
When the fuck did this supposedly happen? When the fuck did this supposedly happen? I only got into the Amberverse like a year and a half ago. Has she ever mentioned tarot cards before that one time that she was in Wisconsin? Be so for real right now.
And to treat them in the way they deserve and to come at it with like a sense of respect and understanding. Every single time I have done a tarot reading on myself, whether the reading was bad or good, it felt right and it felt true. And I definitely felt it in my heart. Yeah. I'm definitely going to be taking those cards down tonight and doing a reading because I think I need one. And I almost feel like someone asked me that question because the universe was
Oh
like,
my god, I
amberlynn.
was just trying to let her finish so that I could get through this, but this is pissing me off so bad. This is so performative. Whatever. Oh my
We need a
god,
tarot
she's
reading.
so.
We should
It's giving patronizing. It's giving patronizing. Don't patronize me about a hobby that you don't have.
a little bit. So thank you to the
Shut
person
up.
asking that question. What were your Animal Crossing eras like? So I've had 3 Animal Crossing eras where I played obsessively. The first time ever was, I know I was living in Virginia and I would play like obsessively. So that was the first time. And then the other,
She was only living in Virginia when she was dating Crystal, right? And I think I I mean, I don't really know that much about the Crystal era, but I know that amberlynn would like make fun of a lot of the hobbies that Crystal had, and I feel like if amberlynn was like actually into Animal Crossing while she was in Virginia, then it's something that Crystal would have gotten her into, so that's kind of annoying. I'm just glad that Crystal like definitely doesn't watch her vlogs.
times is when I was living in Kentucky. And since then, haven't touched it. Do you think lesbians can be non binary? Of course.
Um,
Do you still smoke till
I do not believe that. Based around I do think that Casey is the only person under the trans umbrella that amberlynn has like ever really referred to in like any long-term capacity, and just I think that when you are a member of the LGBT community, and if you are under the trans umbrella, or you have loved ones, people you are close to who are under the trans umbrella, I think that the more enmeshed you are with that community, the easier it is to read between the lines, and the tone of voice in which someone talks about trans people, and everything that I have heard amberlynn say about Casey, and it's not even what she's actually saying, it's about the wording and the way in which she says it, to me personally makes her opinion on trans people and the trans community very clear, and that is not even taking into account what Casey has said, that um, trying to come out of the closet to amberlynn was like, because I wasn't there. You know, I'm only gonna right now talk about stuff that like amberlynn has posted, and what amberlynn herself has posted and monetized um, gives me the vibe that she does not fuck with the trans community. So for a nuanced enough topic as the correlation between sexuality and gender, and how that conversation may change if um, someone doesn't identify within the gender binary at all. No. Of course. Absolutely not.
date? And are you going to stop when you start semaglutide? I do still smoke. I definitely don't smoke as much as I used to. And I will be more than likely stopping when I start semaglutide. Delta 8 gives me the munchies, and it would be counterproductive. Is that the right word? It'll be counterproductive to be taking semaglutide, but then also smoking Delta 8. Like, it doesn't make sense. If you plat
I don't really have any interest in commenting on amberlynn's relationship with alcohol or marijuana, or anything THC Delta 8 related. I don't really care. I personally don't really want to talk about that. But that logic makes sense. Is she going to use that logic when it actually needs to be used? Probably not. But I don't really
go on
care about
semaglutide this
that.
time, will you
Also, I want to say that I don't care about that because the topic of substance and alcohol and addiction and everything, knowing amberlynn's history with that, and the people in her lives history with that and how it has affected her life, her entire life, I just don't really want to give my input about it, because anything I would say other than what she just said about how substances could affect her weight, I just don't really think that that's like something that we should be talking about. But she's bringing it to the internet, so like if people want to, they should. I personally
Still
just
keep
don't want
taking
to.
it. Last time
So
I took semaglutide, it stopped working because the syringes I got were pre-filled, which you are not supposed to do that because when you
I saw that someone, I don't know if it was a comment on her video or a comment on a reaction channel or whatever, but I saw someone who claims to work within the medical field say that that is not true. Also, her being like, let me let her finish what she's about to say so I can like, comment on
pre-fill
it
a
after.
syringe, it expires in 28 days. And
Um, so so the way that she is saying it makes it sound like if you receive injectable medication through a vial and you pre-fill a syringe yourself and then keep it on hold, you can only do that for 28 days. I don't know if that's true or not, but she was taking the pre-filled injectable pens, which is like not a semaglutide exclusive medication. Everyone in my family who is diabetic and takes insulin, all of them use pens. Girl, all of them use pens. And they'll find a pen that is like however many months old and they'll be like, oh, thank God. Like, that's so stupid because that is a method of injectable medication that is used so commonly and has been for, I mean, my family personally has been using the pre-filled injectable pens for insulin since I was like for like 20 years. So, and I don't imagine that this would be true to semaglutide exclusively. So she probably found that on Google, but about like pre-filling your own syringes. She's absolutely capping right now. That's not true. Also, semaglutide was working. If you were stagnant with your weight on semaglutide and then gaining as soon as you went
the
off of
med
it,
spa that
it
I
was working.
went, they acted as if that was okay.
It is okay. It is okay. You don't know better than doctors, and you don't know better than medical professionals in any capacity who are legally allowed to prescribe you semaglutide. You think you know better? You don't even know better than like
I know a lot of
a
people were
middle
asking, like,
schooler.
did you see a doctor? The person was actually an RN, so they knew what they were talking about, but no one's a robot. People make mistakes. 28 days is only 4 weeks.
Okay, yeah, people may. If what she's saying right now is true, then pre filled pen injectable medications would not have been around for as long as they have. Because, you know, if you think about, you know, she's saying 28 days, that's only 4 weeks. Okay, yeah, girl, do you think that that medication is prepared the day before it gets to you? It's probably 4 weeks in between when it's made to when it's delivered to a facility that's going to give it to patients at all. Like, she's so stupid. Like, just think about the logic of the lie that you're trying to say for like five
And for four
seconds.
weeks, the syringes were working. Week 5, I felt nothing. So that is when I doubled my dose. I still felt nothing. And when you double your dose, oh honey, you feel something. So that's when I was like, something just doesn't seem right to me. And I had 13 pre-filled syringes. So that's 13 weeks worth. And that's like way past the expiration date. At that point, potency non-existent. But
Not non-existent. I would love to see someone find like footage of her talking about any of this like at the time. Not about like exploration and potency and whatever, but just about like her talking about how she personally feels at the time
Answer
that this
your
was all
question.
happening.
If I plateau on semaglutide, will I keep taking it? Yes. Are there any
Okay, girly pop. We'll have that conversation when we get there, if you even get
updates
on
on
any numbers,
rarity?
please.
Sadly, no. In my actual gut and soul and heart, I really do believe that someone found her and they're loving on her. They're feeding her and she has water and warmth and love and laughter and cuddles. Everything that I once gave her. I truly believe that someone else is doing the same for now.
Everything that you whatever. Was it Beck that said it's like insane how easily Amber can burst into tears and then like be totally normal after? But whatever. I'm choosing to believe the same thing about Rarity. For my personal feelings while I'm watching her. So, I'm hoping that
We'll
this
have
is
her
true.
home one day. Like I
Not happening. You're never seeing Rarity ever again.
do
Be so
believe
fucking
that,
for real.
and I'm putting out all of the positivity that I can. Whew, I need a minute. Have you ever been
Yeah, that was for sure like 10 seconds. Her being like, "Whew, I need a minute." Watch that. That was crazy. Oh. Okay.
the positivity that I can? Whew, I need a minute. Have you ever been assessed or
okay.
evaluated for ADHD? Because girl, I see all the signs in you. So I have been assessed by a psychologist, and the psychologist then said you need to be like actively evaluated because you show signs, as that person said. And this was when I was living in Kentucky. So I had scheduled an appointment, but it was literally for 6 months away. And I ended up moving because me and my girlfriend at the time broke up, and I was ready for a change. I did not belong in Kentucky anymore. And I think I had like 3 months to go until my appointment. But obviously, since I moved, I wasn't able to attend the appointment. So I still have not been evaluated. Do you have any
I don't. I only know how an ADHD diagnosis works in my state. In the state that I live in, there is like an official test that they will send to you, and you can. People that I know that have done it, they do it at home. They take the test at home. You just have to pay to get access to it. And that test is required before they can have any kind of conversation about diagnosing and medication or whatever. But I don't really know how that works in any other state. But I do know that where I personally live, you can get the test like the same day that you pay for it, probably. But also, I don't live
on the
in
article
Kentucky.
you were interviewed for? Nope. I have not been contacted since I did the interview. Where is Wasabi? More than likely he's laying on the bed. How did you find out Santa wasn't real? So
What? What? Okay, that's a
in the living room, and I did that because I wanted to catch Santa in the act. I'm sure most little kids do. So I was sleeping on the couch next to the Christmas tree. Next thing you know, my mom's like, oh my God, my water broke as I was putting Santa's gifts out under the tree. She did not know that I was awake. She did not know that I heard that. But yeah, my mom went into labor on Christmas 2 times with me and with my brother Jonathan. I was born on the 27th though, so she was in labor for like a hot minute.
Has she said her brother's name before? I didn't know that her brother's name was Jonathan. I don't. Is this her brother? Whatever. I don't know. I don't want to talk about her family.
In labor with Jonathan early, like in the morning, like in the night while I was sleeping, and actually still had him that day.
Thought you were awake though. Thought you were.
So my brother Jonathan's birthday is on Christmas. Literally the best Christmas of my life. Do you deep down want to be skinny? If I could have any body type in the world and I was 100% the healthiest I could be, I still would not want to be skinny. My favorite body type is like chunky.
Girl. Be so fucking for real. You want to be skinny really bad. The only reason that you're not is because it takes any amount of effort. Be so fucking for real.
Curvy, like thick thighs, like good hips, pretty big butt. I don't want to be skinny for me. I think every body type.
That is not true. I do not believe
Beautiful,
that.
skinny, chunky, fat, whatever it may be. Like, I think you are absolutely gorgeous. But for myself, like, I want some curves. I want some meat. I want my partner to grab onto my chunk. What?
Don't worry, girl. You have a partner that grabs onto your chunk. Don't worry, you already have that. Oh, she's on the phone with the feeder while she said that? Ew. Ew.
When's the last time you watched Karina Kaboom? I'm telling you.
Ooh. Okay, here we go.
Last time I watched her, I think, was during live stream era. 3 X's ago, like even before.
3, oh, I didn't know what she meant by that. 3 X's ago. That's a weird way to measure time. But go off.
I don't like that woman. I hate everything about that woman.
Ooh. Okay.
Like, no tea, no shade, but
Yes tea, yes shade. That was girl, we're gonna go back for a moment. That was absolutely tea and absolutely
I don't like
shade.
that woman. I hate everything about that woman.
Ooh. I don't like when people are talking about someone and saying something that woman. It reminds me of when James Charles was talking about Marlene Estelle. This is giving that same vibe, and it's giving I think that amberlynn, maybe subconsciously, I think to a certain capacity, amberlynn does not like other women. And I feel like she's shown that here a little
No
bit.
tea, no shade, but what is going on with her?
What's going on with her is pretty normal. What do you mean? Like, what does she mean is what is going on with her?
I cannot do this anymore. Like, she puts me in the biggest negative headspace. So I said,
Why? I feel this is crazy. This is crazy freeze frame. I feel like out of all the bigger reaction channels, Karina is one of the ones that keeps it the most lighthearted. Is it just me? Like she says what she has to say about Amber, but she doesn't really like ream into her the same way that like Jordy or like Mr. Snowflake would. Like, Karina keeps the vibe pretty lighthearted, and even if what she's saying is like tougher criticism, the tone is always pretty lighthearted. And if there is a more serious moment in her video, it doesn't really last that long. I don't really understand what she's saying here. I think that the way that women who Karina Kaboom has spoken about on her channel, the way that they've reacted to her since, like, going back to everything with Jen Gerard, it's always been very interesting to me, in a bad way. Interesting, not in a fun way.
removing myself from this situation, and I have not watched her since. So it's literally been years. Are you?
Okay, don't believe that. But I also don't really understand. I don't feel like Karina's that negative. I don't understand. Like, whatever, if you don't fuck with her personality, if you don't fuck with her jokes, if you don't fuck with, like, her tone of voice, whatever, it's fine if you don't like her, but I feel like it's not negative in the same way that others might be.
Or against abortion. I am.
I didn't expect that. That.
Will you get an?
Oh, okay. Thank you for keeping that short.
Pet anytime soon? No, absolutely not. I'm still waiting for Rarity to come home. What?
she's not, but I'm glad that you're not getting
Last hypocritical thing you've heard recently that involves another YouTuber. So I don't know if you guys know who this is, but Nikki and Gabby are two twins that have done YouTube for so long, probably even longer than me, and I've been on YouTube for 11 years. But either way, they've been on YouTube for literally forever. And they used to do a ton of videos. Like they had like their own channel. Now they have like two separate channels because they decided not to make videos together anymore. But regardless, they would get so many views, like millions of views. Like they were part of like the most famous YouTubers. Like they would go to like
Spoiler alert, I don't know anything about Nikki and Gabby other than that they're twins and that they have like opposite aesthetics. And then I think that one of them was like purposely trying to cosplay as Ariana Grande at Disney World one time in like 2017. I'm gonna have nothing to say about
hands and like Bora Bora because like companies would pay for them to do that, and like they were like part of that group, right? Well, Nikki has recently came out on her TikTok and like confessed all of these lies. I'm like talking crazy.
Oh, is that who all of that is? Oh, I've kind of seen that topic popping up like on my homepage and my subscriptions, but in all of the videos, titles or whatever, I didn't see like who it was about, so I haven't watched any of them yet. I wonder if that's who I'm thinking of. Is this the same thing?
That like Nikki and Gabby both lied about and like faked in their videos. Like so many things that it literally has left my jaw on the floor.
Is this like about faking being like really rich? Oh, sorry. I hope y'all didn't hear that. Is this about like faking being really rich? I feel like I've heard about that. Is that who it's about? T. She has no room to talk though.
Like, and I still have not picked it up. Can someone pick it up for me? And I think the reason why my jaw is still sitting on the floor is because nobody's mad.
If I'm thinking about the same thing that she's thinking about, that's not fucking true. That's not true. But I don't know if I'm thinking of the right thing, so
Nobody's mad at them. That they have lied. And
okay, but she also said that about Trisha in her last video, and that's absolutely not true, but I don't know if this is what I'm thinking
cheated their way through the YouTube life. Like I'm so confused. Like I genuinely am so confused because like that one video that I made 8 years ago where I was like, yeah, these are the few things that I've lied about, and here
Few. Wow. She's crazy.
reasons why I've done it. That has haunted me. Like,
oh, that's what this is about. My lies are oops. My lies are haunting me. Wow, I can't believe that's what that is in reference to. Okay.
No tomorrow. Like people still to this day bring it up, and it's been like 8 years now. But Nikki and Gabby,
people bring it up because it's been 8 years and you have not stopped lying. If she's talking about that video of her in like the blue cardigan where she's like, and she doesn't understand nutrition like I do, you know, you've lied every single day of your entire life, perhaps every hour since then. So that's why people have talked about it. And also because that video is kind of funny.
lied about even worse, and even
Lied about even worse. I don't really want. I don't know. I don't know what they've lied about, but I doubt that they've lied about worse.
more, and people are just gagged. We're just
Hold on.
lied about even worse and even more, and people are just gagged. We're just gagged. Oh my god. And like
Okay. That was really funny. That was kind of really funny. Okay, girl. Whatever.
years. I'm like, I don't know what planet. As you
I actually teared up a little bit. That was so funny.
says, am I in the upside down?
Ew. Is amberlynn reid in the Stranger Things fandom? That might be the worst news that I receive all day today. Fuck. Okay. Moving on.
Am I in the upside down? Am I living in the upside down?
No. Stop.
And as a viewer, like, I'm hurt. I'm like, what?
As a viewer, you're... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
You
I wish that she would stop talking about this topic that I don't know anything about.
about all of that, and all of that was fake and, like, orchestrated. And I'm just like...
Fake and orchestrated. Wow. Girl, you're so funny.
What is going on? I can't be the only one that's upset, but according to how everyone's reacting, everyone's totally fine with it.
Okay.
Really cool. You know what? You're skinny, you're beautiful. Go ahead and lie.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I doubt that that's a factor. Wow.
It's totally fine. Why do you nervously laugh around Tommy so much? I'm never nervous around Tommy.
Wow, the duper's delight just now was crazy.
Why do you nervously laugh around Tommy so much? I'm never nervous around Tommy.
I'm never. Wow. Okay. I almost feel like that would be weirder if she's never nervous around Emily. From like the day that they met in person. It's normal to be nervous around the person that you've just started dating. Like that's part of the fun of the beginning stages of dating.
Laughing around Tommy, it's because I'm happy. Like, I'm genuinely, like, so happy. I just...
Nervous and happy aren't mutually exclusive. You can be nervous but happy. That's like what the whole beginning stage of a relationship is about. And that's how you know that she's never had a real relationship.
That's a good sign. Like,
I could not disagree more, but okay.
I want to continue smiling. I want to continue laughing. I want to continue joking. Like, Tommy isn't just my lover, my partner, my this, my that. She is my best friend. And
Oof.
to always have fun with her, even doing stupid things like trying eggnog, and I'm just like giggling like a schoolgirl. It's because I'm happy. Like, she genuinely makes me feel good when I'm around her, and I want it to stay that way. Are you still...
It's weird that she doesn't, you can be nervous around someone but still be having a good time. Whatever. She has such a surface level and shallow understanding of the range of human emotions.
with Alexis, and can we get an update on that? We are...
Tea. Was this was filmed before Alexis went into Jordy's chat. Okay, so this was filmed before Alexis went into Jordy's chat and said that they're cordial but like never really talk anymore, and that she offered to drive up and help find Rarity, and Amberlynn was like, nah. So I'm really curious to see what she's gonna say, because Alexis has since said a few things of her own.
Friends. We are not as close as we used to be. I think that I do have like a wall up, and I think she knows. Obviously, like, the trust there, due to the betrayal, like, there's no trust there, you know? And I think she knows that, and I think she feels bad, but I think she's being patient, and she's being understanding, and she's being kind, and just like not forcing anything, which is what I appreciate. Like, I genuinely care about Alexis, and I love her, and I know she feels the same for me. So I'm glad that I was able to forgive her, and we were able to hang out quite a few times and like have a great time. But I think it's gonna take a while before things ever get back to how they were, if they ever do.
I don't really have anything to say about that, because that's all, I mean, you know, people can speculate on how genuine she is on that, and I do think that some of that is not true, but I mean, that's all really reasonable to say, given the situation that happened. That's kind of like the only based take that she's had in like weeks. That makes sense. It's just whether or not that's true.
Your favorite YouTubers right now? Life Plus Cindy. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I love her videos. Pink Vlogs, which is Pink Sparkles, but her vlog channel. And also Yo Mama. So I'd say those are my...
Oh. Okay. Didn't expect that last one. Okay.
top 3 right now. How big is your bush?
Stop it. Stop it. Who said that? Ew, look at her face. Ew. I don't want to hear her answer. Who said that? Who said that? Go to jail.
Dainty bush.
Stop it. Stop it. She said dainty bush. Ugh. Moving on. Swiftly moving on.
If you could ask Jordy one single
Ooh. Tea. If you could ask Jordy one single question, what would it be?
question and have him answer honestly and without bias or trying to impress his audience, what question would you ask him? Honestly, there's a lot. I have
Oh, I'm so excited for this. I'm really excited for this. So, as someone who watches Jordy's lives, like, as they're happening every single night, just because I'm in the same time zone as him, and it usually works out with my schedule. If I can't watch the whole live, I'm usually able to catch at least some of it. And I think that just because a person's audience is mostly in agreement with them does not inherently mean that they are catering to their audience. I think that consistently sharing your authentic opinion attracts an audience that shares similar opinions. So, just from someone who's been watching him really consistently for a very long time, I think that he's extremely authentic, and I think that that's evident because, like, there are times that people will call him out or whatever, and he does not fold. Every once in a while someone will be like, Jordy, I didn't like that you said that, and he'll be like, damn, sorry you feel that way, basically. So he doesn't really change his opinion to whatever he thinks his viewers will want. I think that by saying how he really feels, he's attracted an audience that for the most part agrees with him, because that's kind of the nature of why people recommend to be authentically yourself, even in everyday life, is because you're going to repel people who would clash with that authentic version of yourself and attract people who are similar. But let's see what she has to say. Go back for a second and let's start.
Impress his audience. What question would you ask him? Honestly, there's a lot. I have a whole interview I could give him.
Look at how her face is lighting up talking about him. I personally, I think she's in love with Jordy. I think that amberlynn has a weird internal relationship with men, and I think that weird internal relationship is even weirder about men who are not normal, as Foodie Beauty might say.
Jordy, hello.
Ew! Stop it, look. She is lit up talking about him.
There's a lot. I have a whole interview I could give him. Trust. Jordy, hello. I know you're watching. I know you're watching by yourself first.
Okay. She's hoping. She's hoping he's watching this by himself first. And he probably isn't.
And then you like to watch again while you're reacting, which is weird because why
is that weird? I feel like that's pretty common. That's pretty common for people who are live streamers to vet what they're watching first, or have someone else vet it, because when you're live, you can't edit shit out. And so you take that risk, which is why he has declined inviting certain people onto his channel.
You just watch the first time during your reaction.
Oh, dude, she's like flirting with him. Do you see this?
Which is weird because why can't you just watch the first time during your reaction? Is it because you have to think of things to say and to complain about and to...
No. This is what she wants to ask him? Okay.
Pick and all the little fat jokes you make. Is that what it is? You have to like ponder that while you're playing your little World of Warcraft in your mom's basement. Don't...
Okay. Not her, again, showing her cards about how she likes to make fun of other people's hobbies if they're not similar to hers. Also, hun, Jordy has a college degree, so I doubt he's living in his mom's basement. And you know what? You're probably jealous that you don't live in your mom's basement. You're probably jealous that your mom doesn't want to live with you. Sorry, I know I said I don't like to talk about her family. But that is so stupid. He's told a lot of stories about when he was in college. And I only remember this because him telling a story about how hot it would be during the summer, but like I know he went to college in Arizona. He's talked about going to college before. He is educated. So more than likely, it's so annoying how her and Foodie love to assume that every reaction channel doesn't also have a job. Girl, what do you think they were doing before they were talking about you? Jordy's only been talking about you for like 2 years, and probably only more recently would be making enough doing live streams to live off of that. And if you think about it, he only ever goes live around like 8 or 9 o'clock. What do you think he's doing during the day? Girl, probably working. And that's probably why he doesn't have the time to pre-watch your videos. I don't. The way that she talks about Jordy pisses me off. And maybe it's just me being defensive because he's my favorite reactor in Girl World. But the way that she feels about him is really obvious and it's really strange.
That, because that's not the question. My question is,
well, you just asked like 3 questions.
you say that you want, the best for me. You want me to go on semaglutide and lose the weight. You say that you're just a reaction channel and you're reacting to just, me as a person. And supposedly I'm just not a good person and all.
Look at how wow, she is like really animated saying this right now and really patronizing. She's pissing me off.
But what makes you better? Every 1 minute or 2 minutes, you have a fat joke.
You know what makes him better? You know what makes every single person who watches you or talks about you online better is that they actually live a normal life. Nothing about your life is normal, Amber. Nothing about you is relatable. You have no understanding of the average human experience. That's what makes him better than you.
Mean fat joke. You are fat phobic?
You're mean. You're mean. Be so fucking for real. You're mean. Oh my god. The way that she's treated every relationship she's ever had, the way that she's treated every friend, every partner, her fucking mother. You're a nasty bitch, Amber. At least, and him talking about making a fat joke every once in a while. You're a mean bitch, and you just called yourself the elephant in the room. You called your PG-13 video the elephant in the room. That's not respectful to you. You're a mean, nasty bitch.
And you're fat shaming, and your audience eggs it on. What makes you any better than me? You're
everything. 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 I'm pissed off because now I'm pissed off that it has nothing to do with Jordy, but I'm pissed off because the reason why it's so easy for her to say shit like this is because she is so out of touch with what life is like for every other person on Earth. Which is crazy considering that her upbringing was more difficult than, the average viewer of hers might have been. So that could have served to humble her. But, ever since she moved in with Crystal, nothing about her life has been relatable. What makes you better? What makes us better is that we understand what it's like to be a member of society, bitch. That's what. Name one thing about you that is better than anybody in your audience.
actively making fun of someone's weight, size, and body for money, for monetization gain.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. My crumble cookie video that I'm only pissed off about that got leaked because I couldn't make money off of it.
But yet I'm the bad person?
Yes, you are a bad person. You are a bad, mean, abusive bitch.
I know you're gonna have a rebuttal. I know you're gonna manipulate your audience. But either way, if you were...
I love that she thinks that every single person who watches reaction channels is so fucking stupid that they can't have a mind of their own. And that automatically they believe what everyone says. No, girl. You're the stupid one. We just agree with them. And that's why we continue to watch them.
reacting, like, why is it okay to be fat phobic while doing so?
Why is it okay to promote, I'm just gonna fucking say it. Why is it okay for you to promote your binge eating disorder habits on the internet? Why is it okay for you to make excuses for your admittedly and open feeder? Emily has, openly admitted to being a feeder before she ever even fucking met you. And she contributed to the death of a woman before she met you. Why is it okay for you to make excuses about that? Why is it okay for you to give back enough money for a U-Haul and then not give them any of the money that you promised them during the live stream? Why is it okay for you to post Destiny in compromising states of undress onto your YouTube channel and make money off of that? Why is it okay for you to be asking Casey for sex advice and then go on to lie about being sexually mistreated by him, not them? Why is it okay for you to create whatever definition of sexual abuse harassment you want to contribute to whatever narrative you're trying to say? Why is it okay for you to change who you're saying abused you in your childhood? Not in that you can't be abused by more than one person, but if you're saying, it was my dad's friends, it was not my dad's friends, it was a female cousin, it was not someone related to me, why is that okay? Why is it okay to live not only rent-free in Crystal's house, but get paid to live in Crystal's house and then make fun of her? And why is it okay to post videos of Crystal at every opportunity despite her off and on camera saying she doesn't want that included? Why is it okay for you to out your mom for, having had a relationship with another woman while she was in prison? Why is it okay for you... Why was it okay for you to dox Jade? Shut the fuck up.
Because that's all you have?
Does she put her fingers in her ears and go la 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 when she's watching Jordy? You have nothing else. Are you serious? He was also on a GLP semaglutide type of medication. He has also lost, I don't know how much weight I don't know how much he weighed before. I don't know how much weight he's lost now, but he's talked extensively about his own process of weight loss and giving advice to either you or his audience based off of that experience. You have nothing else. Bitch, you have nothing else.
I'm not as shitty as you really thought I was, and my life isn't as dramatic as you want it to be. So
in any capacity possible, no, girl. No.
The only thing you have is every other minute making fun of my body and my weight and my size and my issues. That's pretty fucking pathetic if you ask me.
It's pathetic how untrue it is to say that, and it's pathetic how blatantly untrue it is, and yet you're still saying it thinking that people are gonna believe you because you manipulate your audience. So what if I gaslight my audience? Who freaking cares? Well, you care when you feel like you're being manipulated. You care when you feel like Jordy's manipulating his audience. But when you do it, who freaking cares?
You go outside and get a little bit of sun, you're looking a little pale.
Shut up with calling him pale. Oh my god. Amber, some people are pale. Bitch, some people are fucking pale. Are you serious? Like every part of my genetic makeup is from the United Kingdom and that area, so I don't fucking tan. Girl, I could live outside the entire summer, and I will not be very tan, because I'm white. It doesn't matter how much time you spend out in the sun. Depending on what your genetics are, depending on your DNA, depending on biology, people can only get a certain amount of a tan. Also, melanoma, mama. Getting tan isn't necessarily a good thing. She's so stupid.
You guys, I enjoyed this one.
Ew! Oh my god! Ew, 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 ew. She's so smug right now. She is so smug right now, and she thinks she ate and left no crumbs, and it's so embarrassing. It's like giving me the cringe right now.
It's time you go outside and get a little bit of sun, you're looking a little pale. All right, you guys, I enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys enjoyed. We have one more to go, and I'll see you in that video. Bye.
Oh my god. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. I can't believe I started off this video saying that she looked cute. I take it back. You look fat and ugly. There, how's that for fat shaming? I cannot handle her. I cannot handle her. Bitch, go lay on your girlfriend. I can't with you. She's so crashing out. And part of me is like, yes, girl, give us, like, actually interesting content. But then, but then it's also really annoying because right now she's being such a fucking bitch. And, that's only going to contribute to the way that her channel and her views are absolutely fucking flopping. And so then she's just gonna crash out even more. I can't. That was a trip. That was a trip. Wow. I need to go, get some sun. I need to go touch grass. I need to go outside and bend down and touch grass with my fingers because I doubt that she could. Have a good one, y'all.